Hey grown folks, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. I am here giving you some live video conversation about relationships, sex, real life, your baby mama, baby daddy drama, what's going on in the church, anything, whatever we want to talk about that comes to mind, I am here to talk about it. Okay? So now, let's take this to another dimension. Let's talk about what if you, being grown, right? You had this friend that would sometimes come over to your crib unannounced. Now, you live with your boo, whether it's your woman or your man. It could be either way. Y'all live together. And you're an item. You've been together for a little while. But this friend seems to come over when you're not there. Now, you have made it clear to them that they need to call first. You know? Instead of just dropping by your house. But they do that. So, because everything is cool like this, when they do come over, your man or your woman, let them in, tell them to have a seat, and that you'll be back soon. You might have went to the store or whatever you did. Now, we talked about this in the forum too, and you know, I really, this one is really something because, you know, some people feel as though if the relationship is tight and you do have a good friend, you know, one of you, and everybody's cool and on point with things, what's wrong with letting them in? You know, you're like family. It's all good. Come on, have a seat, have a beer, have something to eat. You know, they'll be back in a minute. What do you think? Is that comfortable? Is that cool? I mean, I really wouldn't want to be there. I mean, I had someone tell me once that their woman was at home and their partner came over. She let the partner in because her man had just made a run right quick. She let him in and they sat on the couch. They was watching the game, but they had a lot of conversation. And before she knew it, she got to boo-hooing and talking about her relationship issues with this friend and how he wasn't treating her right and it was all bad. Told all the business. So when home dude returned home, they were sitting on the couch in an embrace. I mean, he was called himself consoling her, but they were truly embraced. Now, he went off, went mad, just had a damn fit, kicked the dude out, told him to never come around again, and went off on his woman. Is that cool? Now, it could have just been an innocent hug, an innocent situation. But why did they put themselves in that type of situation in the first place? Why did she invite him in? Why did he come in? His partner was not home. He could have sat in the car. He could have called him. It's all kinds of things that he could have did to not make it appear or look as though there was something going on. Or could have been. And the fact that she blabbed all her business, I mean, we all human. You know, his friend could have always thought she was cute. And maybe he feels like, ooh, that's a way for me to kind of slide on in the door. You just don't know. So being grown and ever being in that situation or to ever be in a situation like that where you go over to a friend's house and they're not home or you're invited in or what have you, what would you do? I mean, Would you look at the amount of time you guys have all been friends? Would you look at, the trust that you have in your relationship, and you're not tripping? I mean, what actually is the right thing to do in a situation like that? Because I'm going to tell you, personally, if I'm not home and my girl comes by and my dude is there walking around in his boxers or whatever, I don't relaxing, and he lets her in until I get back, I would have a problem with it. Because she could have called me, or she could have sat outside and called me, or whatever. Even though I love and trust the fact that she probably wouldn't go there, but the fact is you put yourself in a situation that may not look right. And it will cause one to raise doubt. So you just don't want to straddle those lines. That's my opinion. But I'd like to see what you guys think. What you think, being grown, being in a situation as such, thinking about a relationship you're in now, that you've been in. What would you do if your man or your woman let your friend in and you wasn't home, and you came home and they were in an embrace for whatever reason? How would that make you feel? Hit us back. We want to know what's on your mind.